So today I've got a few things to do. I'm probably going to take the Mercedes home and park it in storage a little bit closer to where I live, and then also this car doesn't really require climate controlled winter storage, which is nice. Try to rearrange a couple things. I'm going to try to get both M3s, the 850 and probably the other 850 upstairs, the automatic, down here for the winter. So yeah, it's going to be kind of an ordeal, but first things first, the Mercedes still has a flat tire. So I either have a spare over there behind the transmissions, or I'm gonna go try to find, actually I've got my air compressor right here. That'll work. And I've got some free shelving from a buddy of mine, so I don't even know how that goes together, but it was free, and this place really needs some, so I'll probably end up putting that over there. So first things first, I'm gonna start up this rather noisy little compressor and see if this Mercedes tire will hold some air. Well, that was uneventful, and I don't hear any hissing, so I'm not really sure what happened there, but we'll have to keep an eye on it certainly. As I was doing that, I found out that the 850's front tires were both pretty low. I guess I believe it. I think the last time I checked the air pressure in this car was when I had the tires put on in 2009. Yeah, magnetic cover still. So I'll probably start everything up for you guys in just a second here. I want to just get the shelving unloaded from the little wagon, and maybe try to rearrange a couple things. Well, I think it's time to move the wagon and get everything fired up and outside. I'm gonna figure out what goes where. Don't want to break anything. Definitely a little bit of water in the dehumidifier. Uh-oh. Starting to see mold again. Dehumidifier's not doing its job. I'll let her just idle a little bit, and I'll probably wipe down some of this stuff. Idle control valve's definitely working hard on this thing. Definitely still idles a little low when it's cold. Might have to put down some floor dryer, some cardboard. The floor definitely had an abusive relationship with the Mercedes last year. Ever ceases to start. People have said the V12 BMWs weren't reliable. I don't know exactly what they're talking about, because this one has been just stellar. As long as you don't get that silly 4-speed automatic. Oh, sorry. Off-road car, of course. Alright. Sure is pretty. I guess I probably won't move the M3 for right now. It's not in the way. Definitely gonna move some of that cardboard over there though. And maybe broom some of that floor dry. It's pretty nasty. Well, I don't need to leave it rolling while we're doing that, but hoping to really squeeze a car in on either side and then maybe get even 3 in the middle. Not sure exactly what to do with my M3 seats. I know, first world problems. Well, that fits into the corner pretty nice, so I still think that there's pretty much, I don't know, there should be room for 5 cars. Okay, as long as they're E30 size. Gonna make sure the Mercedes isn't overheating now. Since it took a bit to carefully back that car in. No, she's doing okay. I guess I can bring the little wagon in now, since that car is actually staying here today. Oh, you just witnessed me do what I do a lot with this car, which is forget which side the steering wheel's on. Alright, gotta turn off the radio. YouTube doesn't like that. Perfect. I think we're all good. Oh yeah, definitely gotta bring my battery pack. That's a must. And I'll park those probably a lot closer for the winter. But a comfortable 4, maybe even a car across the back as a 5th for the winter, so we'll see. We got some arranging to do, but I'm glad the tire seems like it's holding air, so I may run upstairs real quick just to see what's going on. Other than that, I don't know. So I'm gonna give you guys an update and what the remainder of the season holds, which is still, I'm hoping to get this thing under the knife, maybe over the winter on the Turbo S52. Nothing going on with the 850, nothing going on with the red car, now that the muffler's been changed. This thing still needs some idle tuning. Needs a diode installed on the idle control valve, and then it needs potentially some hood spacers or something to kind of keep the under hood temps a little bit lower. The Ferrari still needs the full service. That's actually up on the lift right now. I'll show you that before I sign off here. Fiat, I did the full brakes on that. I actually put a 32-inch LED light bar in the front grille too, which is pretty rad. So I'll show you guys that thing at some point, but maybe I'll drop a photo in the end of this video actually, kind of the install on that. But I'll close this up, run upstairs with the Mercedes, and see what we're looking at. One more thing I forgot. I'm doing a manual transmission swap on a client of mine's 2004 M3. I drove this thing out here just to sit until it's ready to go under the knife last time. It's a really cool car. He does tons and tons and tons of track time with it. He's actually an instructor up at Brainerd International Raceway. Yeah, he's a cool guy, and he wants a 5-speed put in it because they're way more durable on the track. So I'll kind of update you as that's going too. I have everything already for the swap except for the modified drive shaft. The drive shaft in this car is actually kind of screwed, so I ordered a reman, which just arrived on Friday. Today is Saturday, so that's shipping out Monday, hopefully, to to go to Salt Lake. We're the one company I can actually find to touch a 2-piece BMW drive shaft will lengthen it, or sorry, shorten it. No, I was right. Lengthen it by 4 inches, rebalance it, retube it, and send it back. After that, should be a direct fit. I've got all the other parts ready to go. They're in the trunk, so I'll pop inside here. So there's the 355. I actually had it up in the air briefly, I think yesterday. The lift is not really set up for this car. I was doing a lot of digging on the jack points, and there is a unibody on this car, so you can actually go a little bit in front and a little bit reverse of the jack points, which is good because they're only about 4 feet apart. That's a little sketch for this thing. So I'm gonna back the car in, and I'm gonna use hockey pucks to kind of center it as well as I can. And then hopefully at that point, we'll have enough stability where I don't really have to worry about it. But I took a couple of photos again. If I think of it, I will dump them at the end of this video just so you guys can take a peek. But this is next up. I'm gonna force myself to actually go through and do it. The shiny headers are out getting ceramic coated right now. Couldn't really find a cheap place, so unfortunately that's going to cost a boatload, but it's worth doing on a car like this. So this engine's still sitting here. Still got to put that pan on it. I really don't have any excuse why that's not done yet, but I've just been doing a lot of side work trying to recoup a little bit of lost wages buying parts for all these projects. So again, sorry for the lull. It's just a really busy time of year for me. So this winter, hopefully, I'm still working on stuff pretty much solid. Try to keep it a little more interesting for you guys. So that's probably all I have for today. Thanks for watching as always. And if there's anything specific that's reasonable you guys want to see or have done, let me know. I'm always open to kind of show you guys anything you want to see, basically.